What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here at Pyramid State Park. Just got a few hours to fish. Got some storms coming in. a little bit of wind, thank God, because it's, you know, like high 80s, pretty humid. Water temps are 89 degrees and it's starting to spit rain right now. Hoping it doesn't storm, but we're gonna fish for about 3 hours. I got a dinner date with my wife about 7, so I've got to stay disciplined and make sure I'm off the water in time to get home. But you know, last time I fished these lakes, there's a good chatterbait bite, so I'm gonna try that. You know, shaky head, jig, don't really know. All these lakes are different, man. These are strip pit lakes. If you haven't been to Pyramid State Park, it's a really cool place. I mean, you got some of these lakes are fairly good size. I think the biggest one's up to 250 acres, and they've got boat ramps on some of them. Some of them don't have boat ramps. You could probably get in all of them with a kayak, and if you like to bank fish, there's a lot of bank fishing opportunities. It's definitely starting to rain, but it doesn't look like it's gonna like downpour, but who knows. But yeah, it's a great place. These are old coal mining strip pits, and they just filled them up with water and they stocked them. There's all different kinds of species. Some of them have muskie, some of them don't. Some of them have stripers, smallmouth. I think they all have, you know, bass and crappie and bluegill, your basics. A lot of gar, a lot of catfish. You just never know. You never know what you're gonna catch until you get out here and start fishing. These lakes are typically pretty deep, you know, 30, 40, 50 feet deep, and they just kind of ledge. They just step down, you know, where they dredged them out. So it's a really unique area. There's not a lot of points. It's pretty much straight cuts, and you just kind of find, what I've had luck doing is just kind of find the banks that are a little bit deeper, and then any kind of cover, you know, any kind of rocks, wood, stuff like that. Just standard bass fishing. Hopefully we can catch them on a moving bait today. If not, we'll have to slow down and finesse them a little bit. Don't have a whole lot of time, so hopefully the moving bait bite is the deal. But I'm gonna try to stay in this wind as much as possible. So thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Let's see if we can catch a few fish before we run out of time. Yeah, looking on this map, I mean, there's no map of the lake by Lawrence. It's just bare, but you can see how jagged the bottom is. You know, they got some, that might be a fish or two hanging out right there, but got some just random cover. I'm just kind of idling around looking for stuff that looks good. This actually might be a spot I'm gonna fish because the wind's blowing in on it. But that's all rock, you know, rock and sand and clay and whatever else is in here. Just a little mix of this and that. Water's 89.3 degrees. It's toasty. Look at that urchin bait. It's a heavy fish. Here we go, folks. Look at that big old fatty. I know everybody's doing it, but they're doing it because it works. It's a good way to cover water. Decent fish. Fish is healthy, man. Just throwing it on that Freako rig, that Joe Freako rig. It's been a good one. And there's a lot of different ways to rig this. I don't like the treble hook. I feel like it gets them in the tongue and can kill some fish, but the this little Frico rig, 1/8 ounce. I've got a 2/0 BMC weedless Neko hook on there. And this is a prickly pear, so it's a 19 millimeter, a little bit bigger. That and the uni are been the best urchin baits for me. See if we can do it again. Got him. Another good fish. And they're coming up there and eating it. I mean, they're eating it, guys. That's a good one. Oh. God, these fish are heavy. I mean, look at that. Another solid one. Whoo! Hey, I tell you what, I ain't got much time, but we're gonna rack up some numbers if we keep doing this. We've only been here for like 15 minutes. Guess we'll just keep throwing this sucker. Why not? I'm throwing this on a, you know, when I first started doing this, I was throwing it on a spinning rod, but now I'm doing most of it on a bait caster. You just need a, kind of like, this is a 7'2", medium heavy fast spinnerbait rod. It's a Phoenix Virtus. So something, you know, something that's 7 to 7.3, chatterbait rod, longer jerkbait rod. You need, you know, a little bit of tip so you can kind of pop it and pop it. You're working it like a jerkbait, but you know, it gets about right here. It's got some backbone. I'm throwing this on 14 pound. This is Sunline FC Sniper fluorocarbon, so a little bit heavier line. They don't seem to be line shy. I mean, this water is probably 2 to 3 foot of visibility, and this thing moves so much weight or so much water, they have no problem finding it. I don't know what color this is actually, but it's kind of green pumpkin-esque. It seems to me like the darker, that black and blue, the black, that kind of stuff seems to work a little bit better. Got him. Ooh, that's a big one. Holy smokes. It's a freaking big one. I wasn't expecting that. It's like a really big one. Ate it. That freaking toad. Try that again. There we go. How about that for some meat? Whew. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Fish have been caught before. Whew. A little Frico rig, man. Works. This urchin thing's crazy. There's a big old wad of fish down there. And look at that. That's a stud. Wow. Okay, man. It's happening fast and furious. We're just throwing an urchin. This is that Hawgz prickly pear. It's a green pumpkin, but you know, there's a lot of ways to rig this, and this has been probably the best way so far for me. But this is a Jewel Bait company. It's called a Frico rig, and they have a couple different sizes. 1/8 has been like the best one for me, and it's a cool little system. So it's like a nail weight. And it's got this little T-bar on the back that once you push this through your urchin, it holds it and keeps it from being pulled out. And then on the front side of it, it's got that little ring. So that's how we've got this rigged up. That's the back of the Frico rig, and then here's the front. And I kind of skin hook the urchin and then run it through the little hole there. And then one more thing you can do to keep this thing from sliding off, which I've never had it happen, but just in case, you can take a bobber stop. And you need a bigger bobber stop. Like these are the 6 cents ones. They seem to be the best because they're a little bit bigger, but you just slide your bobber stop off, and it's a little bit tricky to do this, but you just run that bobber stop all the way up your hook. You start there on the point of your hook right there, and If you can get it threaded on there, you just thread it on there. Kind of take you some pliers if you've got some pliers that have you know, they have the little notches in there. You can kind of put it in those little notches and it'll help it push down there. Or you can just hold the pliers kind of halfway open, but let's see here. It is hard to do, but once you get it going, it's not too big of a deal. You want to make sure you don't poke yourself either. But just keep working it in there. Yeah, see, we've got the point through there now, and once you get that point through there, you can typically just take your fingers and push it up on there. The hardest part is getting it started. And actually we went in a little bit sideways, but it doesn't matter. It's just getting some sort of a stopper on there. You can use those little, they make those little round plastic pieces too it's like a keeper holder deal. Those will work. But, you know, this way you know that your urchin is not going to slide off. I'm just going to keep sliding it down there. Hope I didn't booger it up. These things kind of get sticky out here in the heat. It's hot out here today, guys. It's like almost 90 degrees. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bobber stop. So now when that urchin slides up, it's not coming off. There's no way. So you don't have to worry about it. But this has been a great rig. You know, throwing it on like 14-pound test, spinnerbait rod, and we're running out of time. Let's see if we can catch another one. Got him. Look at that, that's a walleye. What? Oh, dang, walleye and an urchin. How does that happen? Caught a dang walleye on an urchin. How about that? Look at that freaking walleye on an urchin. That's a first. That's crazy. Here's what we're throwing at, guys. Just found I know the graph's nasty, but a little piece of brush there. And there's just some fish hanging down there around that brush. Some good ones down there. I'm looking at it for sure. Got him. It's another good one. We catching the little ones, man. They're all big. Getting crazy. Right on the top of the snoot. Got him. Look at these. These are all chunks, man. They're all chunky fish. Right in the snoot. Right in the snoot. Man, beautiful fish. I guess we'll just keep fishing this thing. It's fun. Damn it, that was a big one too. Whoa. Look at that beast. I mean, I pulled it away from him, he came back and grabbed it. That was awesome. Oh man, these are some fatty fish. Look at this, guys. Dude. It's crazy. Oh man, this ain't gonna last forever, but right now, I just straight jacking them, man. We Drew Gilling them out here, folks. We Drew Gilling them out here. All right, folks, we got about 15 minutes left, and we're just gonna pick up a bladed jig and cover a little bit of water. That urchin deal is insane though, man. They were cracking that thing. Look at this water temperature, 92.4 degrees. It's insane, man. I mean, it's super hot. There's shad everywhere. Fish are busting the shad. Got a little bit of wind. Like I said, got about 15 minutes. We're gonna make as many casts as we can, try to catch one on a bladed jig. Oh, dude, that might have been a catfish. It might have been an old catfish. There he is. Good fish. Oh yeah. Good fish. I'm gonna go bladed jig. I'm about to fall in the dang water. Oh yeah. Oh. Nice. Come here. Gotcha. How about that, folks? The old bladed jig, man. I just had to pick something else up. See if I can catch them without looking at them, man. That was fun. We're just throwing this is just 3/8 ounce jackhammer. I got that little Big Bite Baits flip around and find outs in the 1099 color. Man, that's a great chatterbait trailer for sure. That 1099 color goes well with any kind of, any green pumpkin stuff. And that fish, God, he ate it good. Awesome. Awesome. Man, we only fished like 2.5 hours, right at 3 hours. And we smoked them, dude. We smoked them. It's crazy. When they're on, they're on. That's all I got for you. Thanks for coming along. A little lesser known stuff, man. You never know what to expect until you go fishing. That's what makes it great. God has blessed us with a nice bit of excitement in a short amount of time. Until next time.